get this thing started here, guys. All right, we got it working good. Perfect. All right, today we are going to go over the beta on this. This is just a chill beta. I'm not going to go into complete detail. But if somebody wants to take a look at this, I know somebody's like, hey, why don't you put some screenshots out? And I'm like, well, I'll do one better and I'll just take a little video. So before starting at the beginning, I'm going to start in the settings. And the reason we're going to do that is because the settings is where you sync your character, where you sync all the information, okay? So really simple, straightforward. You're going to go to get the actual CCP static data, okay? And when you do that, when you get it from CCP, you're gonna save it on your computer. It doesn't matter where. Some people just save their downloads, or you can create your own file. It really doesn't matter where you put it. But what you wanna do is you wanna point to this right here. You wanna go to the EVE Online static data folder. Once you point it to that, it's gonna go here and you'll just continue going there. Let me just go real quick. Sorry about that. All right, you're gonna go there. Once you put that in there, you really only have to do it once. If you want to do it every couple months, you can do that because sometimes they do add data. So I've only done it the one time, and I check on it. We still don't have it updated since the last time I did it, so it should be good if you just put it in there. And then once you do that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your characters. So what you would go to do is you go to Add Reauthorize Character. And it's going to open up your login to EVE Online. And then it's going to look like this. So you're just going to log your character in, select your character, and you authorize it. I'll just do it again so you guys can see it. I don't need to do it. Oops. All right, there you go. So you select your character, you hit authorize, and boom, it says you logged in. So once you do that, it's gonna pull your information for your characters. I have two on here. I have this one and I have Max Delta. So it's got all my information here. See, it shows my assets, my blueprints, location permission. You're not going to have all these check marked off when you first put your character in. Okay, it's just going to have those. It's going to have those in orange, like the corporate assets. So once you have that, you have a couple options. You can sync the things you want. Some people might not want all of these things. Like you might not care about the market orders. You might not care about contracts. So you don't have to sync those, but I do. I sync everything. So I go sync all assets, and you see it automatically collects both characters. And then you sync all your blueprints, same thing. It'll set your blueprints, corporate assets. If you have access to your corporate assets, I don't, because I don't have the actual director role on these two characters. So it's not going to do that. Now, here's the thing. You might have director roles in your company, and those director roles in your company still don't actually negotiate because you don't have the director role in the actual game. So you got to have the actual director roles to actually access everything that's in your corporate hangar. I have access to the corporate hangar. I just don't have the CCP's access to the corporate hangar, if that makes sense. So once you get that, then that will actually set up your director roles. And once you have that, then you would be able to access the corporate stuff on here. my CEO's out of town, and as soon as he gets back, I'm going to have him get me access so we can do the testing. Okay, moving on. So once you have everything synced up, the only other things you're really going to use out of the settings tab is if every time I do a new release, like last night I did a release for the commerce section, you would click on the check now, and it would tell you if there is a new update. And if there is, you can then download the update right from here. You don't have to go use the linker anymore. You can go directly from the app itself to make any updates that you want to do to it. Some people will, if you want to skip it, you can skip it. But I'll tell you right now, if I'm making an update right now, since it's in its infancy, it's pretty big. Like I added the commerce tag last night, which we're going to go into next, because that's the newest thing that's been added. And guys, at any time, if you guys want to sign up and be a beta tester, please let me know. I am actually giving out ISK for my data testers. So if you send me information or a request and I implement it, or if you find a bug or something like that, I'm gonna compensate you for helping out. Okay, so do the download, like upload the download, because that's the whole idea of this. Is I want to test as many of these functions as I can. I found an error in one of the math calculations. It was a very minor one because it wasn't calculating rigs. So that's something I'm still working on, because right now in the game, CCP doesn't give us the information for the rigs in the stations. You actually have to input those yourself. So that's something I'm going to be adding on here really soon. But I need people to kind of work through those problems because I can't do them all myself. There's and on an app like this, you need 40, 50 people testing it to find those things. Okay. So from here, once you have everything synced up, there's a couple other options in here. If you want to, go to my website, that's on there. When you first set it up at the very top, you're going to have the setup wizard. You click that one time, you'll never need to do that again after the first time. And then it's got my contact information. There's a diagnostics that'll help if there's some kind of error. But so far, nobody's told me that they've needed to use it, and I haven't either. So that's a good sign. I think everything's done well on that. Okay, so let's go right to the commerce section first. Okay, so this is one that one of my alliance members was like, hey, I would really love if I could see all my market orders or my contracts while I'm on another character and I don't have to log into my market tube. I was like, I can do one better. How about you don't have to log in at all? And that's what this does. Since this is it's an app, it's a desktop app. It's not tied to your game. It's just tied to your game data, which is on CCP, not your actual account. Okay, so market orders, very simple, straightforward. It's got this number right here. If you hover over, it gives you the full number. This is my combination of my contracts and my market orders that are currently in right now. So on market orders, it breaks down right here. I have 7 active orders between Saber and Max right now. I've got no buy orders currently. The remaining sell value of my market stuff is 369 million. I calculated it down. Just if I had the full number, it stretches out the number, and it just didn't look good, so I just calculated it. But if everybody wants the exact number, you can just hover over it, and it'll tell you the full amount. I have no remaining buy commitments because I have no buy orders. All right. Let's see. Within the next 7 days, nothing expires in the next 7 days, so I'm good there. And you can get full details on these. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. So I got my covert ops cloaking devices. How many do I have left? I have 12 left. 2 is filled. So a couple of those sold. That's good. All right. So let's go to contracts because this is the bigger one. This is the one that I think people are gonna be more interested in my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe look at the other way around for others. But here's all my contracts. Now, I've got finished contracts here. If they're finished, they're gonna straight up say finish here. If they're outstanding, it'll tell you it's outstanding, and you can view that contract, and it'll give you your information. I might have to give it a background so you can see that a little better. Maybe that's something I'll work on. I'll give it a background. See, that's why I'm going through this, guys. See if I can make this a little bit better today. All right, so that's going to be my first thing. Okay, we want to give it a background so we can see it. All right. So what else do I got open? I don't have a Titan for sale right now, but I think I have a couple dreads. Let's see if 4 billion. What is this one? This is. Oh yeah, that's the. What should we call it? A dreadnought. It's one of my dreadnoughts. Oh, this is a carrier. That's a. Neat. Okay, so this will do all of this inside of the app. You don't have to be online for it. And now let's go to mission control. This is like kind of like the main hub. Okay, so right now I've got 3 operations going. I need to clear one of those today. I'm going to show you how to do that. I left it on there deliberately. Okay, so right now I'm building a Revelation, an Apostle, and some Hobgoblins because somebody asked me to build some of those for them. So we go to the Revelation. Gives you some details. Build 1 Revelation. On a Revelation Navy issue, you're never going to have a blueprint that's more than 0.0 because it's a copy that you can't increase its values there. So it's always going to be 0.0. It's got 1 run on it because those blueprints only have 1 run. And right here it tells you that I have 26 missing lines to build it. So if you go to the view production plan, which you can go to production here, gives you a better breakdown. Okay, but this isn't obviously very helpful. Just having this information when you're actually building it, you need a full detail. It's going to give you your sales tax, broker tax. You're going to have to input these in because it's not going to know what your individual costs are. Hauling costs, I just put 100 million in. I do all my own hauling, so fuel and everything actually is what I implemented into there. That's probably not even accurate. It's probably less than that, but I just put 100 million in. Manufacturing job cost, that is accurate. That's what it was going to cost me to build the Revelation in the system that I'm in. Okay. So right here on the breakdown, it's going to give your material replacement costs. That's what I actually have to purchase right now if I want to build it. Now, I just built it, so it pulled all of the things that I used, and what I have left over, this is what it's stating it's going to cost. The owned materials, I have 900. Look how much this actually costs. 979 million isk worth of product that I have. That's owned, usable materials, consumed, cash required to buy the things that I'm missing. 1,355 million isk. Okay, very simple, straightforward. This tells you how much profit I would make. You know, over half a bill. You know, 665 million is doable for me. So I'll be like, okay. With that being said, that I am willing to spend that to get that item. But here's what I think people are more interested in when they're actually doing the build. Click on it. What I'm saying is when you click on it, if you scroll down, it gives you the breakdown of all the things that you're missing. Now, right here it says stale price. This is an interesting one. So where it says stale price right here, that's stating that the last time it checked the market details, That's what it costs. And if you look, that's from 7/16/2026. So that means I haven't updated this since that date. So let's look at that price right now. 1.1 million is what it was on the 16th if I wanted to buy that. Well, that's not really helpful. And that's not really helpful, right? If the unit price was 65,970 per one, then, you know, I want to update. So you go back to your settings. And what you're going to do is you're going to update the market. So we don't want to go to the character settings. We want to go down to the market. Market data. See, it says last refresh 7/16/2026. It's 6:13 p.m. It's 2 days old. That's considered stale data. So we're going to hit refresh market. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit stuffed up today. Fire's kicked my butt. Takes a little while to refresh because it's getting all of the data from JITA for the entire market. So while it's doing that, let's go back to our build. So we're going to go to the production key. Go back to the rev. Let's see if it updates here real time. I'm actually curious because I haven't actually watched it do this yet. Seems to be taking a little bit of time.
Yeah, this is weird. It's not. It's not.
I'm stuffed. I can't smell anything.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, let's go back and see if it updated. "30 seconds old, it's current." Okay, so it just populated. So let's go back to production. Go back to this. And look, current. Okay, so I was just impatient. I just needed to wait another second. All right, there we go. And look, the price is roughly the same. It's a little bit different. So the price went down from 1.1 million to 811K. Okay. Okay, so it went down just a little bit. All right, so now you have, it's telling you everything you need to know for this build. So if you need a shopping list, well, I'm gonna show you how to do that here in a minute too. Okay, so you need, it requires 520, I have 28, so I need 492. Okay, it tells you how much it's gonna cost. If you have it somewhere else where it's not tied in, or if you bought it and it's on its way, you can always put that in here. You can be like, on the way. You don't have to do this, but if you do, it's just for you. You use this tool however you want to. Put needed, planned, purchased, skipped, fulfilled manually. You can do any of those things to update this. It's just for your own, it's for yourself, right? So, okay, so when you go down here, go through the list. Do I need this? 17K. I really don't have any of this. Okay, I gotta do a little bit of mining. It's all right. To do a little bit of mining, I'll take care of some of this stuff myself. A lot of these things I can build. I just need the other materials. All right. So this is the build tree. This is another way to look at it. I might condense this. I don't find this entirely useful. When I first started, this is how I looked at it. But I like this, having this set up like this a lot better. But it does give you the breakdown of every part. Capital core, temperature regulator. All the actual parts. You can break it down like this, so you can can knock it down like this if you want, because maybe you're just going to buy the actual parts. You don't want to buy all the materials to build it. You just want the end result parts. You can do it that way too. You've got a lot of options with this if you want to either or, you know what I mean? So I like this a lot better. Even though I am building all these parts in my own home system, I don't necessarily need to know every single part because it gives me the list of everything I'm missing anyway. If I was missing more stuff, this list would be a lot longer. All right. So once you're done, you can export the material list. So once it's copied to your clipboard, you can then bring in your buy order when you're in Jitta or wherever you're buying from. So you've got copy multi-buy. You can also, like, let's say you're in an alliance. I have a huge alliance that we actually do a lot of buying and selling and trading inside Discord. So you can copy a Discord report, and when you click that, it gives you a list. It gives you the list that's more readable on Discord. You can put that in there if you're like, hey guys, I'm looking for this. And then people will go, hey, I've got this. Especially if you're buying Moon Goo. If you've got an alliance that does a lot of Moon Goo stuff, like everybody in my alliance, we all do Moon stuff. So I have a lot of options where I can buy my stuff, not go to Jitta. So that's what this is for. But you're gonna want to use the one down here if you're just gonna throw the list into the market. So if you want to do the market buys from there. All right. So that's that. What I really want to talk to you guys about is the quartermaster, because I think this is something that's going to help a lot of alliances, whether you're an FC, a market seeder, or somebody who wants to become a market seeder. So what I copied here, I copied one of our doctrines. This doctrine is for our slice CFI, our CFI doctrine. So what it does is these are the minimum things that we require for this fleet. We need 15 CFIs. We need 3 claymores, 1 flycatcher, 8 bassies, a Hugin shield, a Lachesis, a Nighthawk, and a saber. This is the minimum, right? So when you're trying to seed the market, you want to make sure that you're seeding at least this much. You want to have this much on hand. If you don't have this much in contract, that's when you need to rebuild. So you would take this, analyze this doctrine, and it'll tell me how much I'm missing to build this. Now, granted, I'm not going to do this. I would probably just buy these ships. I might build these. I actually have quite a few of these on hand. So I would build these. I would try to build the claymores if I could. Flycatchers I wouldn't build. I would just grab one of those. The bassies, I don't have the stuff for those right now, the blueprints, so I wouldn't build those. I would buy them from somebody who would build them for me, or I would just go buy them in Jitta. Hugin, same thing. Lachesis, I have the thing for the Lachesis, so I can build that. Nighthawk, I don't have that. That's one of the newer ones. Sabers, I run Sabers, so I generally have those on contract, or I have the blueprints anyway. So same thing. Copy a multi-buy, because maybe I want to have enough for 3 fleets, or sometimes we would have more of these anyway. So this is just the minimum. So let's say you want to do 45 of those. So if I'm going to do 45 of those, I would just put this number. I would change this to 45. I'm going to change this to 6. Actually, we will do... Let's do 12. And it gives you more of a breakdown too. It's got the actual mods as well. It's not just the ship. So it tells me I need to buy all of those things. And it's going to multiply it by 45 instead of 15, right? So it'll give you the full amount that you need. And then this, we'll change this back to 3. I don't like using the arrows. All right, so that's that. And this is something that I think a lot of the I really do think a lot of the seeders will be using this, because it tells you everything you need to buy. See, right now, if I was to build it, it's saying you don't have, I have 4 ready right now. I'm missing 11. And if you're an FC and you're the one that's, because what a lot of my guys are doing right now, a lot of the FCs, they're not waiting for people to have all the stuff anymore. They're having this on hand themselves, and then they're selling it to people. So they'll be like, all right, you want to join? Okay, cool. I've already got your ships here. Take the, who needs one? You need it? All right, take the contract, take the contract, take the contract. This gives him a tool to actually use to know what he's missing for the fleet that he's going to run. So if you're building a special fleet that's not a doctrine fleet, but it's what you want to run, like right now we're doing like small game stuff. We're doing Brutixes. He would have 5 Brutixes at least, and maybe one saber, and then maybe something that can catch. So that would be his fleet. So he would have that doctrine set up. You just click on the new doctrine. You can describe it whatever you want. Say 5-man roaming. Let's do just a 5-man roam. Oh, let's do 5-man Brutix. Be a little more descriptive. 5 in the fleet notes. We want 5 Brutix. And then we want, let's say, 1 saber, 1. Bassie's probably overkill. We'll just put Bassie in there. Create doctrine. We're gonna name it Brutix. We'll just do Brutix. That's fine. All right. So from here, then you would just add your ships. So right here, you would put your actual ship in, all the modules. You can copy and paste it, drop it in from your actual in game. I don't even have the game open right now. So you would just drop that in and go on to the next, and the next, and the next, and that's how you build your quartermaster doctrines. Go back here. And that's really it. The inventory. This has all of your inventory. It tells you the location of all of your stuff. It tells you what character it's on. And this is everything you own on all of your characters. So the amount of characters you put in dictates what you show here. I mean, it's got everything that I own in the entire game all in one place. I know there's a couple apps that do that, but I wanted to do this all in one place. I didn't want 3 different apps to do all of these things. Corporate assets, that's going to be soon. I don't have, like I said, that's the issue that I'm having right now, that I don't have access. And last thing, let's go to personal again. All right, check this out. Oh, we gotta fix that. Looks like I found a bug here. For some reason, I can't. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do market search. You can actually search for whatever item that you're missing. So I'm just gonna do easy. Let's just go flex. So actually, let's do a Brutix. Let's see how much a Brutix costs right now. Alright, so Brutix Navy issue. A Brutix Navy issue in jitter right now is 145 million. So you can actually, so let's say you want 5. It's going to cost you $726 million just for the ship itself. Fresh prices. Look at your updated price. It's been a minute. Let's see, it was $726,900 just a moment ago. Let's see if that changes. Oh, that's doing that. Let me load up my website here real quick. I'm going to show you the website and how to get this, how to actually get the... Alright. Okay, so that's pretty much the overview. Like I said, there's still some bugs that are going to work out. I need some help. I definitely need a couple more people that are willing to actually run the app to see what we can do to fix it. I'm very responsive. I should have a fix to anything that you find within 24 hours. I do have... What's that?
My gem. She brought me.
Oh, mailbox money? My wife loves her mailbox money. She still gets paid for movies she was in years ago. She still gets those paychecks. Okay, so here's the website. This is my RenderNorth website. I've got other apps that I have completed that are pretty cool. I'm working on RenderNorth Promote, so if you want to promote your business, if you want to promote your YouTube, if you're trying to promote your Twitch, and these are all legal. This isn't like bots or anything. This is true promotions. I'm still waiting for Google to give me an API that I need. So I need one more piece from them, and then once it does, that goes live. Okay, so here you go to your RenderNorth here. Just click on this. The Release Center is going to be where you can go to actually get the actual app itself. So when you click on here, just go to Release Center, and you can use the download render install if you want to, or you can get a zip file. I recommend this for most users. You can go to GitHub if you want to do it there as well, but for the most people are going to click this right here. They're just going to click the download window. I am going to work on a Linux copy because I do have a couple friends out there that are still on Linux machines. This does work. I don't know if you knew that or not, but Eve is working on Linux. So you can do that. Actually, if you're a Linux user, let me know. I would actually like your input. I'm a Linux user as well, so I might need a couple people that are just doing the Linux stuff for me. That would actually be very helpful. I would compensate you for that. Okay, anyway, you can go to my Discord. You can join my Discord if you want to get in touch with me in-game. My in-game name is Max Delta. I mean, you can reach me on Saberside, which most people actually know me by Saberside, but Max Delta is kind of like the character that runs this stuff, if that makes sense. So hit me up on Max Delta, and I will reach out to you. I'll reach back out to you. I'm very responsive in-game. I'm very responsive on my Twitch. I'm very responsive on my other platforms. YouTube is a new platform for me, so I do look at it every day, but it might take a moment for me to respond on YouTube. But if you want to get a hold of me on Discord, I'm always on Discord. If you want to get a hold of me on the other platforms or in-game, just reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you think about the app. I'm really excited about this. Like I said, I originally started this just to solve some of the problems I was still having. I was tired of my Excel spreadsheets. I just didn't like them anymore. I didn't want to use them, and I decided to build these. And since that is my profession, I thought I would actually use it for myself for once. So, all right, guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a ring out to me. I'm going to go on a quick little break here, and then I'm going to load up the game, and I'm going to do some stuff in E for a little bit while I still answer any questions. For any of you guys that have any questions about this, let me know. All right, I'll be right back, guys. boy, oh boy. Hey guys, I'm back. I am just loading my game in. Can you play? Yes, yes. Okay, so let me go back to this then real quick. You absolutely can use the app while you're playing the game. And just to let you guys know, I run 10 characters at a time. And when I'm running 10 characters at a time, I have no issues of any kind playing all 10 characters on my computer and having that app open. And stream and do everything that I do. I've never run into any issues. I don't crash or anything like that. If that's what you're asking. I have no problems doing that at all. All right, let me load the game in. All right, let's go back live. Right now. Like I said, I'm running 10 characters right now, and I don't have any issues. You guys want to see another app? Let's go to... Let's go to file. Let's want to do... No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to... 6 jumps out. What are you coming for me, bud? Nah, they're not coming for me. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. I gotta find. Not this. There we go. Give me one second. Excuse me. So this is the Stream Helper app. Let's say you want to do a stream and you don't know what to talk about. You can put in here whatever you want to do. I'm not going to do Eve because I'm not going to do that. But let's say you want to play Palworld. I'm going to stream Palworld. Let's do, say it's gaming. Let's do, I like to make 2 screenshots while I'm doing this, in case it comes up with good results. Content, or video. Okay. So I'm gonna go play Palworld. And we're gonna do, we'll leave those blank. We don't need to keep those templates. So let's try this. Create a stream. god, I know how to fix this. That error in there. I'm going to end here. I'm going to get ready for the other stream now that I've gone through that tutorial. If you guys need anything from me, like I said, just get a hold of me and I'll go over any of those options we have. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great one, guys.